You finally got it. The job, the apartment, the relationship, the number on the scale you swore would change everything. You got it. And somehow, a few weeks later, it just feels like Tuesday? The goal you chased for years feels like nothing now. Nobody warns you about this part. Every story about chasing a goal ends at the finish line. The promotion, the moment you get the keys, the acceptance email. Nobody shows you what happens 6 weeks after that, when the excitement is gone and the thing you wanted is just your normal life now. And the confusing part isn't that it stopped feeling exciting. Things are allowed to stop feeling exciting. The confusing part is how fast it's happened and how guilty it makes you feel. You worked years for this. You're not supposed to feel bored inside of it, so you assume something is wrong with you. In reality, nothing is wrong with you. Actually, there is a name for exactly what you are experiencing, and it happens to almost everyone who's ever achieved anything. It's called hedonic adaptation. Here is what that actually means. Your brain isn't built to register a permanent state of an ongoing reward. It's built to register change. The jump from I don't have it to I have it is where all the emotional payoff lives, not in the having itself. So the moment the new job, the new relationship, the new body becomes your baseline, your brain quietly stops giving you credits for it. Not because it's not good, because it's not new anymore. Think about the last time you got a new phone, for example. For the first few days, it felt amazing, right? Fast, clean, exciting. A month later, it's just the phone in your pocket. You didn't get used to a worse phone. You got used to a phone, period. Your brain resets the bar to whatever you currently have every single time. This is why people who achieve enormous things, the house, the title, the following, so often describe feeling strangely empty right after, instead of triumphant. It's not ingratitude. It's not being spoiled. It's a basic feature of how the brain protects itself from ever feeling permanently satisfied. Because an organism that felt fully satisfied would stop striving, right? And stopping striving was never good for survival. The problem is, most people respond to this feeling in the same way. They assume the goal itself was wrong, so they go looking for a bigger one. A better job, a bigger house, a more impressive version of the same achievements, hoping that this time, the good feeling will actually stick. It never does, because the issue was never the size of the goal. It's that any achieved goal, no matter how big, eventually becomes the baseline. So what actually helps isn't chasing a bigger version of the thing you already have, it's changing what you are measuring in the first place. Instead of asking, does this still feel exciting, which will almost always eventually be no, ask a different question. Would I want to go back to not having this? Would you actually trade the job back to your old one? Would you give up the apartment to move back to the old place? Almost always the answer is no. You just stop noticing the upgrade because it became your normal. And that's not the achievements failing you. That's just what stability feels like from the inside. The other thing that actually helps is deliberately reintroducing the thing your brain responds to in the first place. Change. Not abandoning what you built, but adding small fresh variations inside of it. A new project, a new skill, maybe a new version of the routine, so your brain has something new to register again, instead of quietly writing off everything you already have. You didn't do anything wrong by feeling nothing after getting what you wanted. You just made the most predictable trick your own brain plays on everyone who ever finishes chasing something. The goal wasn't the problem. Feeling nothing was just the cost of arriving. So, what is something you worked hard for that stopped feeling special faster than you expected? Tell me in the comments.